Hello followers. So week 6, here we are. Ever sandbag. This is the end of this particular training session for me. From here you can repeat the entire 6-week session, or you can move forward with me. I most likely will be sticking with the sandbag, but I will also be adding in more weights, more body movement. This is just the beginner's course. If you do move on with me, just know that you need a little bit more equipment, not much, probably resistance bands and some dumbbells. I'm trying not to make it too terribly complicated right now because some downtime. Thought it might be time to work on some fine-tuning, fix a few things. If you're interested, I am working on a heart training program to be more endurance ready, because surprise, I got accepted into the New York Marathon and then a pandemic happened. So we'll see how that all goes. But if you're interested, I can do a whole program just on that. It's fascinating stuff if you're interested. But for today, if you just want to do these last 6 weeks all over again, I urge you to add a little more weight, or if you're still working on form, maybe pick up the pace a little. It's really all up to you. That's the nice thing about the sandbags, is you've seen through 6 weeks of workout, you can take it anywhere. It's got a handy handle. See what I did there? So without further ado, here it is, our final of final. I added a little more weight to my sandbag. If you want to, I would recommend at least 30% of your body weight. If you're not ready for that, then don't. You will hate me by the end of this session, but I've tried to utilize everything we've learned over the last 5 weeks, and I've kind of jam-packed it into a cute little session here. So the first session, you'll see as you work through it, it's, you know, top, middle, bottom, or no, that was backwards. Bottom, middle, top. So we start with the first exercise. It's a deadlift. You remember from week 1. It's real simple. Feet shoulder width distance apart. Nice strong core. We're engaging the pelvic region. Nice straight back. Remember, like we got. Oh, that wasn't going to be very nice. You gotta like we've got a pole jammed up our ass. And then when you go to pick, you're engaging that core. You're also engaging your glutes and your quads. There's a little bit of ham work in there. I mean, it is a decent full body exercise, especially when you start to get into heavier weight. So you have your deadlift, you'll come down, you'll grab, and then you'll come up. So it's as simple as this. You can handle whichever handles you feel most comfortable with. I do a lot of barbell work, so for me this is most comfortable. I don't know if I said this in week 1, but I will reiterate. Don't get into the habit of grabbing like you're grabbing a hold of something. Work on your grip strength. It is better form to have the forefingers and the thumb on the outside. It's better for your forearms, and you're also not putting added stress on your hands, your wrists. As you get into heavier weight, you may want to wrap wrists, or you'll look into other form and function. But for now, you're just working on the surrounding muscles, the stabilizers, and you're not working with a lot of heavy weight. So this is the good time to really get into good habits. So hands go on the outside, thumbs, and then it's just lift, and then we come down. Lift, and we come down. Now, I'll warn you, this entire session, all of these, you're doing 15 of them. So pace yourself. You know, you're not ready to do speed, that's fine. You see the speed I do deadlifts at. I'm fairly confident that that's how I do it even when I get into the heavier. I've actually never really paid attention, but I've always been adamant about proper form, because without proper form, you get hurt. And then once you're hurt, you're done. You're done until you're better. And then that injury is never the same. So 15 of those, then we move on to curls. Remember these, again, open hands, nice straight back, and it's elbows locked, because we are working all three sections of the bicep. You're going all the way out, extending without, you're not relaxing the muscle, you're extending. But if you can relax the muscle and it's just dead weight hanging, then you're not doing it right. So it's just put a little tension on, and then it's all the way up, and then all the way down. All the way up, and then all the way down. You do 15 of those. From there, you move to overhead presses. Remember these? Yeah, everybody's shoulders do. Again, I like to grab from the bag itself. You can do whatever you want. And then it's just up, overhead, and you can't see, so I will shrunk. I'm gonna get better camera, and I'm gonna continue to do this. But you remember, nice straight body, feet, hips width distance apart. You'll find that that's very common because you want a good foundation. You don't want to be tilting here and tilting there. And then it's just down in front and then up. Down in front and then up. And again, 15 of those. You're going to do 3 sets. So take your time. This particular session may take you more than a half an hour, and if it does, it does. Form, function, sometimes these things take time. So do that, and we'll see you into session 2. I'm going to do my rounds now. All right, so you survived session 1. Probably hate me a little. You're going to hate me again some more. Taking some oldies, but some goodies. Remember the lunge and twist? Yeah, you might. Again, we're doing a little bit of an adaptation. I think I had you working where the weight was over the working shoulder, and I've actually found that to be more uncomfortable and a little unnerving, as I do have low back pain. So I apologize for that now. This is a learning curve for me too. So if you remember, the lunge and twist is you start at the front of where you are, and then you're going to step back into your lunge, and then it is a twist. Go back up, do the other side, and it is a twist. Move. And like you said, it's a little unbalancing. You're working on core, but you're also working on stability. One round is left and right, so that's 1. You're going to do 15 of those. You're going to hear that a lot. The word 15, because we've been working up to this. It's been 10 here, it's been 12 there. There won't be any sandbag gut-ups, I promise. From here, once you get done with your twists, you're going to go into your corkscrew. Remember these? These were evil. Sandbag at your side. You grab, make sure that your trunk and everything is going forward. You're going to lean, twist, bend in the knee, booty out. It's almost that same round as like a deadlift. You know, you're coming down, but you're engaging your core and you're twisting and moving. That whole concept of movable strength and endurance. You're at work. You go to lean down. We always bend with our knees, not with our back. Bend. Grab that box and, hey Bob, hear this. See what I mean? So remember the corkscrews? Let's grab here, and it's up, and it's down. 15 each side, because I'm evil, like that. So from there, we've done this. Now we're gonna do the good mornings. We did these as a bear hug, where we grabbed it and then we lean forward. That can be comfortable for some people. Because I do these with a barbell, I tried it that way. You know, I was kind of guinea pigging on myself. I didn't like it. So the way I do a good morning is, remember, sandbag on the shoulders, not on the neck. You should be able to move your head without anything impeding. Good morning. Your feet are going to be a little closer together. So there's still a bit of distance between them. Engage that core, and you're coming down and you're sticking your booty out. Yeah, it is going to roll a little onto your neck. If you're not comfortable with that, bring it down a little bit farther. That's the novelty of these. So again, nice straight back, chin up, excuse me, and booty out, and like that. I prefer chin up. Some people, they tell you chin down, and I find that to be very uncomfortable, and I feel like I leave my neck exposed. So again, as you come up, you are engaging your glutes and your hamstrings. So it's down, make sure that core is engaged. You should feel this in your hamstrings, and then engage everything and come up. 15 of those. So by now, you're thinking, all right, she's done. No, no. For this particular section, it's 4 exercises. High pulls. Remember again, nice straight core, strong core, not straight core. Little bend in the knees, feet hips width distance apart. I gotta find a better way to say that. And again, shoulders engaged. A lot of it has to do, you'll see this foundation, because if you're off even a little bit, you're putting undue pressure, low back, upper back. We're built this way for a reason. So again, if you remember what a high pull is, cool. If not, it's bring up and down. This works a full round of shoulder and back muscles. I could go into full detail if you'd like, but somehow I doubt it. Go up, you'll feel it in your delts, you'll feel it everywhere. You can do 15 of those. So, and remember, no locking of the knees. I have a terrible habit of that, and I have to remind myself of that. So if I have to remind myself, I'm going to remind you. So, 15, 3 rounds. Take your time. Get your form right, because when we get all done with this, you're going to hate me. Okay, so here we are, session 3. You're going to hate me. You're going to need to find a section probably about between 40 meters and 60 meters. It can be just right around your house if you want. Just measure around it. I chose a hill because I'm sick. So says the man that's actually videotaping this. You got 10 minutes, and what you're going to do, you're going to put your sandbag up on your shoulders like you would if you were doing any kind of workout. Run to the end of that 40 or 60 meters. I'd assume you're probably going to choose for 40 meters because that seems more smart. I won't. 60 meters is all the way up there. And then at the top, you're going to do a burpee with your sandbag and a push-up. You only have to do one, I promise. So to do this, when you do your burpee, you'll be at the top of your mountain or wherever. You're like this. You're going to kick it out, drop it down, and then do your burpee, do a push-up, 3, kick in, and then back up onto your shoulder. And then you can just kind of walk back down your mountain. And you can do that as many times as possible in a 10-minute period. Now I'm gonna do one just so that you don't think I'm being a slacker here. And I have my trusty gentleman friend who's going to, you know, not follow me. I know, segue, beep, beep. I'm a sick creature. I've got a cheering squad around me. They all have segues. So we ready to do this? My phone apparently, or my watch isn't. Okay, trusty cameraman. Thank you. So, sandbag. Up under the shoulders. Make your mark. And then run. 6 weeks with me. I don't know that you'll actually want to come back with me, but if you do, I'll be happy to see you. Drop your comments, like my page, just subscribe, share, and enjoy. Have a great Sunday.